David tries to hold on to Teddy, but he falls. At least a bunch of branches break his fall, so he quickly recovers and chases after the aircraft. Later at the Flesh Fair show, Teddy is picked up by employees and thrown into Lost and Found. In the stadium, the crowd cheers as old and abandoned mechas keep getting destroyed by being pushed inside cannons and shot out on fire. A terrified David holds onto Joe's hand, who's surprised by the touch. Meanwhile, Teddy manages to climb out of Lost and Found, and finds David in a cage. At that moment, a little girl picks up Teddy and sees David, thinking that he's a real boy. Then the girl approaches her father, who's one of the programmers of the show, and the man is disturbed to hear that a boy is among the mechas. Back at the cage, David learns from the other mechas that the humans are cutting them down to maintain superiority. Then the girl's father approaches David and uses a portable X-ray to make sure that David is a robot. The father is shocked and fascinated by David's advanced system, but the showrunner is not amused and an argument ensues while David watches the nanny mecha get doused in acid as part of a game. The showrunner insists on putting David on the show too, ignoring the programmer's explanations of how valuable David is. Then the showrunner takes David, and since he's holding on to Joe's hand for safety, both are dragged to the field and into the acid trap. As the showrunner presents David to the crowd, he also rants about how the mecha child insults the human population. However, the crowd turns silent because they aren't used to seeing children in the show and now they feel conflicted. Suddenly acid falls onto David's shoulders, making him scream and cry in fear. This convinces the crowd that David is a real child and they're so horrified that they turn on the showrunner, throwing things at him while the girl's dad orders the guards to free David and Joe right before the riot starts, allowing the duo to escape safely. In Hobby's office, there are various photos of David growing up, and it's revealed that he was designed after Hobby's late son. A team arrives to report that David was spotted at the Flesh Fair and they assure Hobby that the mecha is fine. Back in the woods, David and Teddy freeze when they suddenly see the moon, thinking that it's the Flesh Fair's aircraft. Just in case, they take a different route, and David shares with Joe his wish to find the Blue Fairy. Joe says that most women can be found in Rouge City, and they agree to head there together.